Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Number 38. Ready. Ultra. No ultra.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action. Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the Rams are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Going right back to Akers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down at Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 8. Now Stafford forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You look at the 6th there, partner. Richard took the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained. Field first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 4. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Okay, right?
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown. Van Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. the gun. They'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the side. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gordon and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford gonna let one fly for Robinson. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, L.A.
I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Do you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
Oh, he bowls over it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black open.
Back to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now a toss running left, Akers.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stafford now to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On the counter, this is Akers.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A give running right is Akers.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Stafford steps away to his left.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
First play's a run with the longer.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Buying nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. But lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Bobby Brown showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll get this only up to about the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Dancing to his left. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Stafford being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Aaron Donald getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
To pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there on 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Second and 11. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's Firkser, the tight end. Touchdown, Falcons. Anthony Firkser from 3 yards out. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Los Angeles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.